The benefits of building new and adding to 12 parks within the city is twofold. More parks means more places where people can spend time outside and enjoy the city. This is Interfor's second multi-million-dollar expansion within the last 3 years. The goal is to create more job opportunities internally. After spending time with the J-Star flight crew, I learned that today was about more than a mission. Today was about honoring African Americans who came before and paving the way for future generations. You see it happening behind me, another demolition here in Linmore Estates. 4 blighted houses have been torn down in less than 2 weeks. Board members are hoping to establish an all-inclusiveness and vibrancy through the park right here in the heart of downtown. Temperatures all across the state of Georgia right now. In Athens, we're at 35 degrees. In Gainesville, a touch warmer at 42 degrees. And then in Dublin, we are at 32 degrees. Your morning commute to work and then your afternoon drive home. Looks like in the morning things are going to be clear and sunny, dry, no rain to speak of. The sun will rise in just a bit at 7:34 a.m. And for your afternoon drive home, that's when some clouds are going to start to roll in through our area. No rain just yet. Stick around. I will tell you about that coming up. And then the sun will set at 5:30 this evening. Looking at our day at a glance, by 9, temperatures will be in the 40s. By lunchtime, a little bit of clouds will start to move through our area, temperatures in the upper 50s. And then by 4 o'clock this afternoon, more clouds moving through our area, but temperatures will be warmer in the mid 60s. Overnight lows in the 50s, so frigid temperatures won't arrive just yet. But this rain that we can expect to see overnight, that's going to bring a cold front, but we will talk about that in just a little bit. Now, coming up in this next half hour, highs in the 60s today and tomorrow, rain in the forecast for tomorrow, and everybody's wondering what the Christmas weather outlook is. I'll have all that in store coming up. Well, welcome back to the Skywatch Weather Center. I'm Noel Espinal. Right now, we're looking at the campus of Mercer University. Some football players working hard out there, and that's one of the best things about fall football and cooler temperatures. In Macon right now, we are at 49 degrees. Talking about your morning commute to work, conditions will be clear and dry. The sun will rise in just a few minutes at 7:30. Afternoon drive home, pretty much the same thing. Sunny, dry, sun will set around 7:15 p.m. Statewide temperatures a little bit cooler in Rome at 46 degrees and the warmest in Valdosta right now at 60 degrees. Looking at the next few hours, by 9 it will be 57 degrees, and then let's skip ahead to 5 o'clock. Temperatures will be in the low 70s. The high today, sunny and 75. That's what I like to say, even though it is fall. And then our lows tonight will be in the low 50s, partly cloudy skies, but again, today heading into our weekend will be beautiful and clear. Coming up in the next half hour, sweater weather ahead. We did have a little bit of a cold front move through the area. Highs will be in the 70s and then clearer skies ahead. Terrell?
Moving along now at 7:04, let's go ahead and bring in Noel Espinal, my brother. Hey, he wanted to take a couple of days for himself too. He wanted to be just like me, guys. So Gary, he's getting some well-needed rest. We've got Noel with us. Noel, go ahead and take it away. Let everybody know what can they expect as they take on their Thursday.
Good morning, Terrell, and thanks for that lovely introduction. Right now we are looking at a view of downtown Macon. The sun has yet to rise, temperatures in the 60s, and there are little to no winds to speak of. Let's talk about your morning commute to work. Conditions will be mostly dry and a little cloudy. The sun will rise at 7:45 a.m. so we have a little bit of time ahead of us. And then on your drive home, partly cloudy skies, still not a huge chance for rain, and the sun will set just before 7 p.m. Checking out temperatures across the state, like I said, Macon, we are at 60 degrees, a little bit warmer on the coast. Savannah, 71, same with Brunswick, and then Rome, you are the coolest right now at 59 degrees. Looking at the next few hours, 9 a.m. we'll have mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the mid 60s. Things will pop right up to the 70s by 11 o'clock. Still cloud coverage across the area in the 80s by 3, and then by 5 o'clock back down to 81 degrees. Highs in the mid 80s today, partly to mostly cloudy skies, and then this evening lows will be in the 60s, partly to mostly cloudy skies as well. Now coming up ahead, warm weather now, but cooler temperatures to come. Stick around for the why and how, and then there is a slight chance for some daily rain. I'll keep you updated on that. Terrell, back to you. Welcome back to the Skywatch Weather Center. I'm Noel Espinal here to bring you your morning forecast. We're looking at a beautiful live view of our Warner Robins GMC campus. Thanks to our Wilson and Bryant Heating and Air Skycast network, temperatures in Warner Robins are in the mid 50s and winds are pushing in from the west-northwest at 8 miles per hour. Our forecasted highs throughout our day, things are going to be pretty mild, very comfortable. Looks like we will be the warmest down in Valdosta, but then we'll be the coolest up in Thomaston with a high of 71 degrees. Right in the mid-state, we'll be averaging between 75 and 77 degrees. The next 5 hours for the mid-state, things are going to continue upward with our temperature trend. By 7 in just a few minutes, we'll be at 54 degrees. By 9, we'll hit that lower 60 mark. 10, we'll hit the upper 60s. The mid 60s, excuse me, and then 11 will be just a touch below 70. Our overnight lows today will be in the upper 40s, maybe the high 50s in some areas. Partly cloudy skies, we can expect mostly clear. I know that this is a touch cooler than what we're used to at this time, and a lot of that is due to the gusty winds that are going to be moving through our area. Our weekend at a glance, highs in the mid 70s today, and then by Sunday things will be a little bit warmer at 87 degrees, but we can expect clear, beautiful, and sunny skies for our weekend. The state of Georgia is actually unique in the fact that unemployment taxes remain unchanged from 2019 to 2020. That's according to Bloomberg. Experts here in Georgia anticipate the 2021 rates to stay the same as well. Here's why. States across the country, including Washington, Oregon, and Florida, are raising unemployment insurance taxes because of the rising unemployment rates. Here's a little background. Unemployment insurance tax is a federal and state insurance program that exists to fund benefits for unemployed workers. In most cases, more unemployed people means a higher tax for businesses to pay. But Georgia is doing things a little differently.
Back in the fall, Governor Kemp actually took part of the federal dollars that we were receiving from that, second CARES Act bill, put that toward the unemployment trust fund. And so as of this point, we've not seen the same type of impact that I think other states have experienced.
Clark says Georgia's small business-minded governor and diverse economy helped the state recover faster from COVID-19 related losses.
Through Governor Deal and now Governor Kemp, they've really worked to diversify that industry mix in the state of Georgia to make sure that we have a diverse economy so that when you do have a recession, one sector is impacted, others can rebound.
Using federal COVID relief funds towards unemployment benefits saves employers $350 per employee, but 1 in 10 Georgians remain unemployed.
As we sit here today, we still have people that are unemployed. They're still struggling. We still have small businesses that are struggling, but not anywhere near the numbers that we're seeing in other states.
Business experts say if Governor Kemp were to stop using federal funds to balance the state's unemployment trust, they would tell business owners to rework their budget. In studio, I'm Noel Espinal, WGXA News.
This is a cleanup we're doing as all part of Mayor Miller's Clean Streets Matter initiative. We're here on Gordon Street. This was a C-click fix order.
The illegal dumping site on Gordon Street was reported to the county Saturday after Mayor Pro Tem Seth Clark was tipped off by neighbors. 2 days later, I posted this video. How illegal dumping has gone too far here in Bibb County. I'm Noel Espinal. Tune into WGXA News tonight to learn what county officials have to say about places like this. Check it out. The county responded asking, "What street is that? We want to make sure it's on the list of sites our crews are using to route their cleanups." By 8:30 a.m. on Thursday, the Parks and Beautification Department was on Gordon Street picking up piles of trash.
It'll probably take all the machinery and guys you see behind us a good part of the day to address this one spot.
Glisten encourages the community to report illegal dumpings via C-click fix so crews can clean up messes quickly.
It's kind of a county-wide initiative through several departments, so it's a lot of people working together to get it done.
After hearing the dump trucks this morning, one Cherokee Heights resident got emotional thinking about how his neighborhood has been treated.
They just dump it here for free. Like this the dump in my backyard.
He says he likes finally being heard.
Feel real good that they see it and they are trying to do something about it.
In Macon, I'm Noel Espinal, WGXA News.
After 3 long days of a trial at the Houston County Courthouse, a verdict came in. It was guilty. Quavion Roundtree is convicted for the murder of a United States Marine. Today, our Noel Espinal spent some time with the Marine's family to get their reaction after it was all said and done.
Over 2 years ago, this U.S. Marine was killed right here in Perry. After 3 emotional days in trial, his parents reflect on their time in court and on their son's life. On Wednesday, Quavion Roundtree was convicted for the murder of Anahit Deep Singh Sandhu. Roundtree was sentenced to life in prison.
Kind of felt good that he found guilty, but I don't know, kind of little sad that his family is destroyed too.
It all started 2 years ago when Sandhu, who was stationed in South Carolina, drove a friend and co-worker to Perry for a long weekend. When Roundtree and Sandhu's paths crossed, several misunderstandings and untamed emotions led to Sandhu's death.
It was my son. It could have been anybody's son at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Sandhu, affectionately known as Andy, was a wrestling champion during his high school days back home in Seattle. The first of 3, his parents say his best quality was also his biggest downfall.
Everyone was his friend.
Very friendly.
He didn't have any enemy.
When Sandhu was shot in April 2019, it had been a full year since he'd been home. His parents had never even heard of Perry. How does knowing that this man is finally convicted after 2 years of being stuck in the unknown, how do you think that will help your family continue in this healing process?
There's no healing process for what we have lost.
But at least it's, you know, that he's in there. He won't be getting out, you know.
The Sandhu family will forever miss their son, brother, and friend. But with the help of the Perry Police and District Attorney's Office, they were able to gain a small piece of hope. In Perry, I'm Noel Espinal, WGXA News.
Part of. Our Noel Espinal had the chance to catch up with some of them and hear firsthand what it means to them.
After spending time with the J-Star flight crew, I learned that today was about more than a mission. Today was about honoring African Americans who came before and paving the way for future generations.
Today, we're simply going out to honor the legacy of those that came before us.
A 32-person all-African-American flight crew is something that's been years in the making.
So this is the first time that the E8C J-Stars has ever put together an all-African-American crew.
E8C. This is the type of plane and airborne command station the crew will fly. J-Stars is a military group that consists of Georgia's Air National Guard, active duty Air Force, and Army personnel. The purpose of today's mission? To gain training hours and leave a mark on history.
As time has gone along, we've learned to leverage diversity, and we've actually really learned that diversity is our power.
Crew members say sacrifices of those who've flown before them is what makes the training mission possible.
This is just an honor and privilege so that the folks that will come behind us will see one day that it's okay to dream.
What I always try to express to young people is that you can go and do anything that you set your mind to, especially young women.
Andrea Lewis, co-pilot of the flight and first black female to become a pilot for the Georgia National Air Guard in 2019. She says it's an amazing feeling making history for a second time.
I've always hoped that I was going to be able to be a part of an event like this, and so to have this happen today is really amazing.
The crew hopes the mission will inspire the community.
And just to kind of showcase, to people that we can do it, we are doing it, and that anyone can do it.
From Robbins Air Force Base, I'm Noel Espinal, WGXA News.